Okay, hi everyone. Let's try a new pattern for today. Pattern focus goes down to this one, Eternal. Gotta wait for it to load. We've done this one before. I really like this one. At least I thought we'd done this before. Perhaps not, because my video should be attached here. Maybe I've just done this as a separate one, not as a daily pattern. It's possible. I might have just played with it myself. Okay, so this one looks super hard, right? You're aiming for that as your final product. So it looks complicated. Let me zoom in just a little. There you go. It's not as hard as it looks. Just an FYI. Not as hard as it looks. So, step number one. We're going to draw a circle in pencil. And then we're going to divide it into 6 parts. And then we're going to draw, like you draw paradox, we're going to draw that around until you end up kind of with however much you want in the middle here. And then you'll draw a circle in the middle. Oh, you can't see that. I didn't move my phone. Okay, let's try again. Pencil is, green is pencil. So you're going to draw your grid, circle with 6 pie shapes. You can draw like paradox until you get to however much in the middle you want it to be. Then here you're going to round this little bit right there. Can you see that in red? It's kind of hard to see, but you can round these little things so that they look like petals. The other thing you could do when you're drawing your paradox is to come up and make it round at the end, which is what I'm probably going to do, come up and make it round. That way it's already rounded. And then on the outside you'll add a few more petals to the outside of that shape until you get it to look like that. That's the goal. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is get ourselves a nice round, well, first thing I have to turn on my light. Light goes first. Oh, I don't have my circle maker up here. Oh, fudge puppies. I took it with me on vacation, thinking that I would use it, and I didn't. But I don't have a circle. Oh well. Alright. Grab ourselves a piece of paper. Going with gray. I want to draw myself a circle, so I'm just going to kind of freehand a circle like that. I'll just keep going around and around until I get a shape that I like. Not too eggy. And then I want to do pencil in 6. So usually that means about like that. And then we're going to start with this spot right here. Doesn't have to be perfect, which is a good thing, because it's not going to be. But if you use your circle maker, you can get a better shape. I'm going to erase. Actually, I'm going to erase this, because that's more mess than I want. Okay, so I'm going to make my try to make those about even in length. So I can start with this shape. Something like that. Okay, and then I want to end with my middle about that size approximately. So I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to make it a little lighter. Something like that. All right, so I am going to do it with that little curve on it. And you know what? I think I'm going to switch to a thinner pen. I'm going to actually use my 005, which is a really small one, but I feel like it needs the delicacy of that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw that line. Like that. And then I'm going to draw, come out, and I'm going to curve. And I'm going to come out, I'm going to curve. Okay, and then look like baseball bats. Can you even see that? Okay, let me do that and that so I can stay. That really thin line is super hard to videotape, I think. I like this as a petal in the middle rather than drawing it straight and then making that curve. And you just keep rotating. This is an ancient pattern. This one that spirals and creates this fan-like shape. I know I drew it back in the day. I was taking art class. We had this graphics design type art class. I think it was in high school. And we spent a good chunk of time doing patterns. Maybe that's where my love of pattern came from. Was this art class. We did a lot of pen and ink, India ink with dip pens. It was fun. I'm just turning and making this teardrop shape, this elongated drop shape, kind of Kind of like I said, kind of like a baseball bat. I'm just turning my tile. You'll notice that they're different sizes because my radiuses, my arms were different sizes. So these pieces here weren't exactly even, but that's okay. And just keep going until you get to the middle where you feel most comfortable leaving it. You don't have to go all the way in. You can even start flaring out this. I think I'll do that. That's kind of pretty with it more flared. I like it. I'm going to erase all my lines because they're starting to bug me. There we go. That's better. One more, maybe. I didn't do that very well. Right there. Oh, that's okay. I'm just going to keep going until I kind of run out of usable space. So I don't even know if I've got the same number of petals on each spoke thingy. Doesn't make any difference, I don't think. And then I'm going to come and go the other way. I'm actually going to come out a little bit further. I'm going to start with 5. I'm going to come over here. Same thing again. Okay, oh, you guys can't see because I zoomed you in a little bit. So that's the basic shape, and you can finish it off by making these go a little bit smaller all the way to the end, and I think I will now do that. So keep making them shorter and smaller until you go all the way till you run out of space. Okay. And like I said, I've used a super fine pen for this one. So I'm getting these incredibly tiny details. If you were using a thicker pen, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would get a similar look, but you wouldn't be able to get as many petals in here. It's close together like that. Almost done. I feel like this wants a little bit of color, but I don't know what yet or how. Don't know if I want to put watercolors or pencil or marker. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to make a dark center. I'm going to switch to a slightly bigger pen because that little teeny one is really hard to fill in with. Like that. Okay. I color in some of these little triangles. I'm not going to get super technical or detailed with it. I'm just going to give it a little bit of dark right there. Don't like what happened there, but it is what it is. I'm not sure that my hand is super steady right now. I went and had a massage this afternoon. Felt super good. Today's my last day of vacation. I go back to work tomorrow. First thing in the morning, so yeah. I'm just enjoying my last few hours of, I'm not thinking about it. Only thing I thought of was to text one of my coworkers and ask them to send me the schedule. Other than that, I've been trying to keep my mind away from work and on to the things that I really enjoy. I could use one more day of vacation though. I needed a vacation from my vacation. It was like non-stop. I would not have chosen this particular itinerary if it was, you know, me choosing a cruise itinerary. But we joined a group that had already booked the cruise. And so, you know, we got what we got. If we wanted to join that group, we had to be on this itinerary. But it was rough. I like, my personal favorite when I'm cruising is to do the ports first Like on a 7-day, I really like having only 3 ports instead of 4. And I like having like 1 day at sea and then 3 ports and then 2 days at sea at the other end. Really like that. How pretty is this? That is so pretty. What was its name again? Eternal. I think I want some kind of color. I'm thinking just a simple wash of color. Maybe using my Inktense and a water brush. Where's my water brush? Oh fudge, don't tell me I packed it with my... I did. Do I not have another one? I packed my water brush for vacation. Well, pooey. Then that's not going to happen. I can do a little bit of regular water and a regular brush. A dribble of water. Reach for a small brush. Maybe this one. Okay, and some Inktense. Color do I want it to be? I think I want blue. Alright. So I'm using Inktense Iris Blue, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the water off the end of there, and I'm just going to kind of pull it out. I like a watercolor. I think I need a little bit bigger brush. Maybe this one. Grab a little color off of there. These brushes did not get washed right. I have to have a spa day for my brushes. This one's kind of, see how it's kind of fuzzing out right there? I don't know if you can see it. See? It's got it where it's coming from together. Not supposed to do that. This paper is really not meant for watercolor either, so I got 2 things going against me here. Bad brush and incorrect paper, but you know what? Doing it anyway. Defying all convention. I'm going rogue. Watch out. Somebody may call the art police on me because I'm not doing it the way I'm supposed to do it. I'm not following the rules. Heaven forbid. You know what? It's my art. I can do whatever I want. I feel like that's not dark enough right there. Let's put a little bit more. Ooh, that's a little too much. A little more water. There's a fine balance between too much and not enough. Of course, it looks different after it's dried too. Alright, I like that. And then what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of white. Put this pencil back. And I'm going to rinse out my brush. I have to make sure I wash that one really well. And I'm going to get my pencil sharpener. Sharpen up my white. And I'm going to put just a little bit of, oops, white highlight. Like that. Can you guys even see that? I think so. That. That's pretty. I like it. I should do one of these questions since I'm just kind of coloring it in. I'm going to do a tell it like it is question. What do you like to do in your spare time? Yeah. Like, what do you think I like to do in my spare time? Clearly, I like to do art in my spare time. But when I'm not doing patterns, pattern related art, I like to do mixed media. I've got mixed media journals going. I like to do just standard acrylic painting. I love to read. To play games. That's pretty much my spare time. And of course, lately I've also been exercising out in my spa. I have not been out there today yet, but my nephew, and maybe my niece and his girlfriend. I think 3 of them are coming this evening to go sit in the spa and maybe spend the night and play games with my son. They like to play board games together. Cousins are enjoy each other's company, which is fun. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. All right, so that answered that question, I think. Pretty much. That pretty much sums up my extracurricular activities. And I'm going to zoom in on this so you get a good nice look at it. And there we go. Eternal. What a fun little pattern that is. Didn't take too terribly long, even with all the coloring. So I hope you guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for somebody today. Try this. It wasn't as hard as it looks. The hardest part is getting that figure, the 6-sided figure started. And if I had my little Helix circle maker tool, I would have been able to make even spacing. But since I didn't. So it's a little off, but that's okay. It's organic. It's beautiful. I like it. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.